This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Welcome to DBL. It's Monday, April 5th. I'm Jeff here with my friends Stephanie and Brandon. Before we get started, how was everybody's Easter? Do you celebrate?
Kind of. I was skiing, but I feel like I do that all the time.
Do you celebrate Easter? This is a weird question. In London?
Oh yeah, my family went all out, and it's the first time in England that you're allowed 2 households together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with COVID. So luckily, like my cousins and my mum and dad all got together, which was really nice. And it was my little baby nephew's first Easter. So it was so cute seeing him. He was dressed as a rabbit, which I'm sure he'll hate when he's older.
No,
but he looked real cute.
Yeah, I guess you would celebrate in England just depending on what religion you are.
Yeah.
Did you celebrate, Brandon?
I was on the couch all day yesterday because me and my mom had our own little Saturday fun day, so
nice.
I was recovering.
Oh, you were recovering.
I was recovering from that.
With your mom?
Yeah, my mom.
She's cool.
Yeah.
She's really cool.
So we got a chance to hang out at the house, barbecue and stuff Saturday.
Turned it
Kick
up.
a couple back, you know.
It was beautiful, too. It was beautiful here.
Day in Denver.
Yeah, and I just had the kids. It was fun. Lawson, my oldest is 4, the youngest is 2, and they're getting it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I put notes all around the house, and they had a good time. So other than that, just chill.
I love when you told me this morning that you put a carrot out and they were losing their minds. Like, the bunny left a carrot.
My father used to put notes, and you had to run around and like find each note. So I started one off with the carrot, and he's like, guys, you're not going to believe this. He comes up to the bedroom. He's like, the Easter Bunny left a carrot downstairs. So he's 4, and he's like really getting it. I'm like, well, let's go check it out. He's like, we got to go get your brother first. Go get brother. So it's cute. It's
cute.
Should have put a milk dud down and be like, the Easter Bunny left a little something else. Yeah.
You know what? I should have by the door. That's funny. I got it.
I got it.
I like that kind of humor.
Let's move on.
All right. So last night, the Screen Actors Guild Awards were handed out. Like many other pandemic award shows, the nominees appeared remotely, but unlike past shows, this was pre-taped and only 1 hour long. Still, the SAG Awards made history, handing out the top film acting awards to people of color. Viola Davis and Chadwick Boseman won for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and Daniel Kaluuya and Yoo Jung-eun won in the supporting actors category. And Catherine O'Hara became the 4th actress to sweep all 5 major TV awards in a single season with her win for playing Moira Rose on Schitt's Creek. Great show.
Jeff.
You're not with the Schitt's Creek.
Jeff. No, I'm not a big Schitt's Creek fan. Like, obviously they swept it because the brother and dad hosted it last year, and obviously it was the final season. So I feel like any iconic TV show, when it's a final season, they sweep all the awards. But let's go back to the first year where people of color sweep all the major awards. I guess I'm just you're darned if you do, darned if you don't type person, because as we've been fighting for representation and inclusivity when it comes to these award shows and in Hollywood, it's a little bit of a slap in the face to be like, okay, here you go. Now all 4 categories are swept.
That's a great point.
by persons of color.
Right.
All we're asking for is to acknowledge the talent. If these are the most talented people in these roles in these movies, then yes, they deserve it. All 4 should have swept. But you kind of sit back and you look at it and you're like, are you just doing this to appease the crowd?
But a lot of those actors and actresses did win for the same awards back at the Golden Globes in January. So I think those roles were very well deserved. You know, those, I don't think it...
Thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Daniel and obviously Chadwick Boseman both won back in January.
Yes.
So, and well deserved.
But he brings up a good point.
I agree
question that.
completely.
You know, like now every single person got it, and before no one got it. I see what you're saying. It is a good argument to put out there, right?
Yeah.
And I love Catherine O'Hara. I think that was very deserving of her to win. I love her in everything, not just Schitt's Creek. I think she's just an all-around great, funny actress. So good for her.
But I also think as well, hardly anyone tuned in.
No.
And do you think it's because it's like everyone's sick of Zooms? Everyone's sick of seeing everyone on that screen. Like, it reminds you of work.
Just think of last Friday when we found out that our company's Zoom meeting for Friday's Zoom meeting was canceled, how excited we got. So yeah, people are tired of Zoom. I'm sorry. And I just believe that last year, 2020s, it was just so much more fun. It was just so much more joy with it. Because I just think about like when Parasite, when they won, how they got 2 standing ovations. You can't see that through Zoom now.
Yeah.
You know, it's jazz hands. Everybody put yourselves on mute. So I don't want to be that guy, but I just, I was just missing last year, live action.
Live action and Brad and Angelina, of course, backstage.
Absolutely.
Oh, no, not Brad and Angelina. Brad and Jen.
Wait, Brad and Angelina would have been even bigger, but Brad and Jen.
Yeah. No, I think you miss all those moments, don't you? Those real life interactions, the behind the scenes. I think that's what people are missing, you know?
Yeah. I mean, everyone's kind of, I think, ready to get back to person and maybe getting tired of these award shows. That's just me. All right. Even though the SAG Awards were remote, like we were just saying, some actors still dressed up for the virtual red carpet, and Stephanie is going to break it all down. She's got the best and worst looks of the night. Steph, take it away.
Okie dokie. So, thanks, Jeff. The star celebrated in style. Let's take a look at Kerry Washington. Her custom gown gave off such mermaid vibes that she literally jumped into a pool wearing it after the ceremony. And I love the matching beaded swim cap, perfect for lounging around in the pool in your wet dress after the awards. I mean, wow, stunning. Okay, this one I was saying to our lovely Chris, I always have trouble saying her name. Kaylee Cuoco had a bit of an emergency before the show. Her makeup artist posted this video of Kaylee with cupping marks all over her body, but it looks like the makeup artist deserves a big tip by Showtime, because she then posted in this gorgeous bright pink dress and you couldn't see one mark. amazing.
Okay.
That is, of course, until after the show when she hopped into bed and you could see the marks all over her back. So, you know, a bit of magic there. And it wouldn't be an award show fashion statement without mentioning Jared Leto, who looks stunning in his lavender Gucci suit with a matching neck scarf. And Jason Sudeikis brought back his casual sweatshirts, but this one was by Gucci. It said, "My body, my choice." So what do you guys think?
I bet $100 million that Jared Leto is not wearing pants underneath that outfit.
Oh,
that is complete Zoom outfit.
I think you're wrong.
But why would you get completely dressed if it's just Zoom?
Because it's Jared Leto.
Yeah, I think he puts it all together.
Okay.
Oh, I think he had the shoes. I think he had everything.
All right, I'm with Steph on this one. What do you think about My Body, My Choice? Because everyone makes fun of him, of course, wearing those sweatshirts that were for charity in past award shows, and people make fun of him. So this was kind of, I think, a shot back at people making fun of him.
You know what? As much as I hate to say it.
Ooh, you like it?
No, I don't love it. I mean, I appreciate the message, but I bet it'll sell out. It'll sell out.
But it's Gucci. Can't you just print that on like one of those old champion shirts? You know what I mean? Those champion sweatshirts.
It's not that great of a jumper, but we've seen this happen before where like celebs have worn, like Harry Styles wore like the old Princess Diana sheep t-shirt, sweater. That sold out. It's going to sell out.
But do you like it when it comes to an award show? Would you rather them wear that message, rather than wear it, or go up to the podium and then speak out again about it?
I like the mixture of both. Some people going over the top, like Jared Leto, and some people who just wore a sweatshirt, you know, and that was for charity. So that, I think they sold out for their charity or made a lot of money for their charity as well. So I like the balance.
All right.
I like it.
Good
all right,
job,
guys.
Steph.
Mariah Carey hit all the high notes when she got her COVID vaccine recently. Let's take a look.
All right, well. There you go. Okay. Everybody. Oh, it's only part one.
I wish she would have sang like a Christmas song while she did that.
No, because I'm tired of that.
Come on.
I don't want to hear a Christmas song in April.
She could have made like a spoof. All I want is a vaccine.
What, like
you know what I mean?
Dolly
Yeah, I
did?
can see that because they're using the celebrities to get people to get the roll out
I'm fine
going.
with the high-pitched scream.
But she was saying how people are like, you got to get back in studio. You got to get back in studio. Now getting this vaccine is something that she's going to be comfortable being back in studio. So we may just get to see hear some new music from Mimi coming up by the end of this 2020.
After round two.
After round two of this, for sure.
New music from Mimi, huh? Would you be on board?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Am I allowed to call her Mimi?
Of course.
I just
yes.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay, I don't know.
She calls herself that. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
You made me feel all insecure now. They're coming for me. It's only Monday. All right, before we go to break, we want to send positive thoughts to DMX and his family. At the time of our taping, the rapper is still in the hospital on life support. He's been there since Friday night following a reported overdose and a heart attack. His family released a statement saying they appreciate the overwhelming outpouring of heartfelt love, encouragement, support, and prayers. DMX, listen, I know who DMX, I wonder how many younger generation people, do you think they know who DMX is?
No, and I think that it's on us to teach them who he was.
Yeah.
And not so much, obviously he's very controversial. Obviously the man, I read his book, like the man grew up fighting demons for sure. But just in talking about how impactful his music is to a lot of people, I mean, currently right now, they're having a vigil right now outside of the hospital. So it's not looking good, but I mean, I don't even want to say R.I.P. or anything like that because
no.
But it's just not looking good. I'm scared on this.
Yeah, it's been all weekend, and his family showing the support too. I grew up with DMX, so we're wishing him all the best. Coming up on DBL, Kate Winslet is shining a new light on an old problem. That's homophobia in Hollywood. And did Katy Perry really stop shaving her legs? Her reason why, coming up next.
Closed captioning provided by
The Verify team is here to make sure you have the facts, because not everything you see online is real. A viewer named Sue sent us this email. I just received an economic impact payment card. Is this real? She wanted us to verify whether these cards are legit. Here are sources: the IRS.
They are legit.
And Henry Grez from the American Institute of CPAs, who says yes, these cards can be trusted.
It should be in an envelope coming from the mail to you, coming from the U.S. Treasury.
Here's exactly what the envelope will look like, according to the IRS. Note the seal for the Department of Treasury, and inside you'll find a card that looks like this. And don't be alarmed by the MetaBank label in the back. This is the Treasury's financial agent, so it's supposed to be there. According to the IRS, the last day to receive payments through direct deposit was March 24th, so now they're only coming through the mail, through either checks or these debit cards.
The card makes it easy to access your money for things like groceries.
These cards can be used online and at stores. You could transfer the money to another account. It can even be cashed out at an ATM. And as for concerns that the government will be able to track your purchases, our expert says this is false.
There's going to be no tracing of what you're buying or how you're spending.
So you don't have to use it responsibly. You could use this money on whatever you want.
That's right.
So we can verify that these debit cards are real, and the IRS says they're safe and secure. With your Verify, I'm Evan Kozlov.
Welcome back to DBL. Last night on American Idol, while Katy Perry was judging a contestant, she revealed that she ditched her razor since becoming a new mom. Let's have a look.
And as a new mother, I don't have very much time, so I've quit shaving my legs. But when you sang, the hair on my legs grew 1.5 inches. So, full body chills. Oh, wow.
Katy later poked fun at her lack of grooming by posting an animated look at her legs. There you go.
I love seeing Brandon's face when you said that. He looked so horrified. He like recoiled in his chair.
Because you do deal blasts all the time and they have razors. Like, we can't get Katy Perry a deal blast razor from morningsave.com.
But here's the thing, because you got to walk easy on this one, Brandon.
I am. I was just poking fun, ladies and gentlemen.
I am too, but I really don't like it, okay? But it has nothing to do, you have to take the pregnancy out of this conversation. Because if you don't, someone's going to be like, you want pregnant women to shave their legs? My wife didn't shave her legs when she was pregnant. I'm not going to get on her about that. You're pregnant, that's not the most important thing in the world. But for me, if my wife told me, we've had this conversation, so I'm going to step in it for you, Brandon. If my wife told me she didn't want me to have a beard or something, she didn't like it, I'd shave my beard. What's the difference if I asked her, please, you have to shave your legs?
Maybe Orlando doesn't mind it.
That's right, but I do. But what would you be offended if I was dating you and I said, I prefer you to shave your legs? Would that be offensive towards you? Not pregnant, just in general.
No, I mean, I think that would. If you said something like, if I had a tattoo and you said I want it to be removed.
No, stick with the hairy legs.
No, but I'm just saying, like, if it was hairy legs, no. If it was something more, then maybe. You know, if you're like, I want you to be brunette, I think there's bigger things.
You don't want to answer because you don't want to step in it with me.
No, I'm saying that I think there's bigger things you can ask for that would be more offensive.
Not pregnant, yes, I would see it being a little offensive, but pregnant, I would want to shave my wife's legs.
Pregnant, you'd see it offensive.
You're saying if you were with someone that was pregnant, you would shave their legs for them?
For her, yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I would do that for her.
There you go.
Yeah, that's nice.
Because, I mean, I've never been pregnant, so I don't know what it must be like bending over and trying to reach, and, it must be a nightmare.
Yeah. Would you know how to do that, Brian? I mean,
no, but I'm sure we have morning save shavers for that.
Stephanie to the rescue will come and help you out. All right, I like it. Let's get this next story. Country singer Maren Morris is embracing her body. Speaking of, of after giving birth to her son last year. She posted this pic on Instagram, writing that she is never going to try to get her body back again. She added that she didn't lose it like a set of keys, and that the pressure on mothers to snap back is insurmountable and deeply troublesome. So new mom Mandy Moore agreed. She wrote, "Snapback culture is insane. Thanks for this," in the comments. I might step in it again here. I don't think anyone in their right mind that I know puts pressure on new mothers to lose weight. I think new mothers put that pressure on themselves, and I'm only speaking for my wife.
Ooh.
And I think, you know, we see all these pictures of celebs like Kardashians or whatever, and they're all posing and they're saying like 2 weeks postpartum, and they look like they were never pregnant in the first place. And then I think a lot of women see that and think that's how I should be because that's what they're seeing, and they've got so many likes, and they think if I can lose that weight, then I'm going to feel better about myself. But it's really sad because, I mean, you've just carried a human for literally 9 months. Your whole body has changed.
But I'm not putting that pressure on them. I don't know anybody that's putting pressure on any pregnant woman after they have a baby.
I think what you say is right. Is you do it to yourself.
Society when I don't think society is a problem. I think it's in themselves where the problem
I think they feel insecure within themselves, and then they see celebrities that have got unlimited access to funds, to personal trainers, to chefs that, you know, have got a lot of help, and then they think, well, why is that not happening to me? You know,
so celebrities are the problem, not society.
But that is celebs and society, isn't it? Because then they'll see like 100,000,000 people like it or whatever, and they'll be like, oh, well, that's what it means to be like. That's what I have to aspire to be, or that's what I have to get in order for people to like me.
You don't want to step in this one, huh,
No,
Brandon?
no. Absolutely.
Good choice, buddy. Good choice. Coming up on DBL, Kate Winslet is opening up about homophobia in Hollywood and why it's keeping her male co-stars in the closet. We'll be right back.
We all know that
interest in the COVID-19 vaccine is plummeting among young people. So how does that impact our chances of stopping the spread? Let's connect the dots. At the beginning of the pandemic, Gen Z was more eager than any other age group to get the vaccine. An NBC News Morning Consult poll from March of 2020 showed only 5% of young people plan to skip their shot. Fast forward to 2021, that number has jumped to 26%. So what happened? First of all, states across the country started easing their restrictions. That meant college kids have been able to go to class, party at bars, even travel for spring break, meaning their lives are a lot closer to normal this semester. Some Gen Zers also say they're less concerned about COVID now that older people can get the vaccine. If grandma and grandpa are protected, they don't see why it's necessary for them to get the shot too, especially since symptoms are often less severe for young people. The doctors are warning that this is the wrong mentality to have. The virus can still have long-term effects on young people, and if Gen Z does not get vaccinated, we will likely never reach herd immunity. As long as the virus has someone else to infect, it will keep spreading. And that is connecting the dots.
Welcome back to DBL. Thanks to Kate Winslet, the conversation about gay actors playing straight roles is now trending. Kate told the Sunday Times she knows at least 4 well-known actors who are not public about their sexuality. She claims their worry is that they will not be considered for straight roles. Kate also thinks this applies more to men in Hollywood than women in Hollywood. You want to step in this one, Brandon?
Yeah, she doesn't know 4. I mean, she knows 4 that doesn't want to come out, but I think we know more than that have come out and said that, hey, I identify as LGBTQ, and they're going for X role or Y role. I look at it like, I don't see like what are we trying to get going here? Like what conversation are we trying to get going here? Because what I see of being in Hollywood, I think Hollywood is a safe haven for the LGBTQ community. People are not only just the talent, but the producers and the directors. So what conversation exactly are we supposed to be having here?
Yeah, man, I'm with you, because when you think of Hollywood, this is just me and it might be biased, very liberal, very progressive, and this kind of counters that in some sort of way. And like you said, I thought if anyone, Hollywood is very accepting to this. But what she's saying is these particular men feel like they're going to lose their like maybe quote unquote macho male role because they come out, right?
Oh no, I can understand that. And people get stereotyped very quickly and very easily. And then we often see people like Jason Statham or whoever, Daniel Craig, go on to fill those roles for the rest of their lives, and it's very stereotypical of their like character or look, isn't it? So if they've built a name for themselves as like you said, that kind of guy, and they might be frightened of losing that or people looking at them differently. I mean, I've seen that happen to singers in the UK, sadly, less than 10 years ago, and it's completely changed the course of their career. So I understand it. If people have got a vision of you in their mind, and I mean, it's very easy for us to sit here and be very blessed to say, you know, we're allowed the freedom of our voices and we're here because of who we are and what we think. But these are people obviously in roles in which they've gone along with a certain role as an actor, but it might not truly identify to who they really are, and then they feel like, you know, I've been pigeonholed and I don't want to lose this, maybe, you know?
That's silly though to me, because this is why I'm against like when they say like someone in a wheelchair should play someone in a wheelchair. I think it goes to the best actor. That's what an actor is. You're transforming into that person for that exact role. And I know a lot of people push back on things like that, but I don't care if you're a gay straight male playing a role in 300. Why should it matter? You're playing that role. You're acting in that role. I understand society has a different notion of what they want, but to me, that's what an actor entails. You're changing who you are for this role. So I have no problem with people of different races, ethnicities being that person.
I think when it comes to this, though, what you're saying, like an action role or something we call like a machismo, macho role, and there could be like a gay actor that on their social media doesn't embody what that character is supposed to look like. So do you think maybe that's the problem, because it's like your regular life looks like this, but you're supposed to play this person, we don't see it.
Yeah. I see what you're saying, and it's what people are talking about right now, but this is just a counter to that point. Would you have a different idea of who Jason Statham is if you found out he was gay?
I wouldn't.
But maybe the box office might.
But I think as well it will be actors that are probably older. Probably, because I think that the course of history has changed dramatically in the last few years anyway.
All right, guys, we'll be right back.
Promotional Consideration is brought to you by
watching Derek Chauvin's murder trial, and we're getting a lot of questions. Claudia asks, is there a reason why Chauvin isn't handcuffed in court? Let's verify. Why isn't Derek Chauvin handcuffed in court? Our sources, Minnesota state law and a legal expert. Minnesota's criminal procedure lays out the rules and rights for defendants. Rule 2603 says, during trial, the defendant must be seated to permit effective consultation with defense counsel and to see and hear the proceedings, and they must not appear in the distinctive attire of a prisoner. That's why you see Derek Chauvin in a suit next to his lawyer, Eric Nelson. As for why he's not handcuffed, the rules say defendants must not be subjected to physical restraint while in court unless the court finds the restraint necessary to maintain order or security, and states the reason for the restraints on the record outside the hearing of the jury.
The decision not to handcuff a defendant is a standard aspect of the defendant's right to a fair trial.
Rachel Moran is a professor at St. Thomas Law School in Minneapolis.
It is easier to presume someone is guilty if they are in chains or if they are in jail or prison attire, and so courts don't let those things happen.
In this case, the court hasn't ordered any restraints for Chauvin, who was released from jail last October after posting a $1 million bond.
The protection he receives is actually the same as every other murder defendant, unless they're showing that they're physically a threat in the courtroom the judge cannot handcuff someone.
In the rare situation where a defendant is handcuffed, state law says the judge must instruct the jury that the restraint must not be considered in reaching the verdict.
What they're doing in Minnesota is standard procedure in pretty much every court in the United States.
So we can verify, Chauvin isn't wearing handcuffs in court because state law entitles him not to appear with restraints during the trial unless there's a safety concern. With your Verify, I'm Gabe Cohen.
Welcome back to DBL. So, Steph, what are you holding?
Look at these. So last week you said to me about a peeps. And so Sharon kindly brought a load of them in for me to try, but I can't eat them because it's COVID, but I will report back as to what they taste like.
And put one in the microwave.
And
yeah,
the
that
freezer.
sounds very interesting.
But tell me which one you like better, with the one in the microwave or the one in the freezer?
Freezer?
Yeah, try it. Don't knock it till you rock it.
Okay, I'll try it. I mean, it says gluten and fat free, so let's go wild, eh?
Yeah. We'll see you guys tomorrow. That was the best segment ever.